We're here, and it's Thursday evening, actually.
Hmm.
Here with Phil, aka Motion Man 64 here on Twitch. And we've watched both Direct and State of Play that happened earlier
Hmm.
today. And, I think it would be a good opportunity for us to kind of just go through, like, the trailers, like, or Direct and, presentations one more time and just kind of get, like, our thoughts, because we did discuss this the night prior. So,
Yeah.
I'd say, like, if there's any questions or going forward, we could just go ahead and get started, right? I should probably.
One question. How do you
Yeah.
think we did with our predictions this time? Disregarding the Pyora leaks, which mind you, that guy got to lay low.
That's the thing. I feel like without those leaks, I feel like I wouldn't really have much direction as to like what to anticipate. Like, we're talking about Nintendo, so I guess uh honestly I'd probably have to review my notes real quick about like what I had predicted. Honestly, for
Yeah.
like the very safe stuff when it came down to Mario Wonder, like that already had its own like thing, therefore it should only just be like a really quick highlight, and that was
Like
that.
sizzle real. Yeah.
But then you have like stuff
That
like Prince
was
of Persia,
good.
where it's like we were kind of off mark in the sense that like it
I,
wasn't
I
part of
wrote
Sizzle.
I wrote sizzle. I wrote sizzle or headline.
Okay, then you would have been
So
right there.
it could either or technically.
You're right on the money when it came to Luigi and like Princess Peach. We would see those show up,
Yeah.
and I probably would
Oh,
have said that they would mention that as well as
Princess Peach
Mario
was the
RPG.
one I was for sure. I actually wasn't sure if they were gonna do Luigi's Mansion.
Hmm.
But hey, it did.
But yeah, no.
They did indeed.
Without that, I wouldn't have guessed like F099. Or
Well,
obviously there's like a big one that none of us would have ever anticipated.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
But obviously the
That was
farming sim would be
literally.
here, of course.
Oh my god. It was kind of technically here, but not really.
Mm,
Strategy was here. A lot of strategy things were here.
that's true. RPGs galore. You love to
Yeah,
see it.
you love it.
But yeah.
One of them's a bigger deal than you think, though. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Really? Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah. When I saw it, I was like, "What do you mean that's who's making it?" I was like, okay." I was like, "Wait a minute, hold on, that could be like a cold hit, like that could be good."
Okay, okay.
But we'll get to it when we get to it.
Okay, got you. Let me see. Let me just make sure all stuff here has been included here. Filters are good on both of us. Audio's been adjusted and will be adjusted later on if need be. But yeah, I say we go ahead and get started with the direct, just chronological order. And we'll start in three, two,
Do it.
one, and go.
The best way to do it because that's how I have my thoughts lined up.
Hmm.
There is audio coming on your side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, sorry if you are you having trouble hearing it?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. I can figure it out right here.
Oh, okay.
It's probably just audio source on this part.
Okay, got you. We're currently watching the Splatoon 3 DLC. Their expansion pass number 2 side order.
Yes. Side order is it's wave 2 of the DLC for Splatoon 3, and honestly, it looks really cool. I'm a fan of like Splatoon story modes,
Hmm.
and like I really loved Octo expansion.
Hmm.
That was like a big thing for me. So getting to see this like essentially take its place is really cool. Also, Pearl is an android or a robot
I
of
didn't
some
quite
sort.
catch
That's
that,
pretty
but that
interesting.
makes sense. Yeah.
Well, the idea is that Marina's missing.
Got you.
So, like, the whole point is they're looking for Marina. Something's up with Marina.
That's weird. It's interesting too.
Yeah, it's got such a really crazy like monochrome art style, though.
Yeah,
Have you noticed that?
yeah. I actually really like that. It's so like it's so different. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like a lot of the focus, you could see it like in your customizations. That's where a lot of the color, aside from like your ink, comes from.
Yeah,
So it's been a little bit more clarified for me, but this is kind of like a roguelike scenario.
uh, yes. Actually, it's kind of interesting because it's taking some things from Salmon Run and then turning it into a roguelike.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
weird. But it is story. It's technically a single player story focused thing. There is an ending to it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and
But I'm excited to play it. I will say, called it. They did not. They're not going to release it this year, which is kind of a bummer. It is getting delayed into spring 2024. Must be a lot harder than they. It must be a lot bigger than we initially thought. Because what really makes these expansions really cool is that you unlock things for the multiplayer.
Gotcha.
Like I remember, you couldn't play as an Octoling unless you beat Octo expansion in Splatoon 2. So I wonder what they'll unlock for 3.
This was crazy, dude. This was like,
okay.
I saw this and I was like, I don't know.
I got scared and then I saw the door and I was like,
saw the door,
my
yeah,
god.
like, ooh.
Oh my god. I was this is part of the Pyro leaks, but you know what? He didn't mention what kind of Mario versus Donkey Kong was.
Right. So it was always on the fence.
God. This is a really good Game Boy Advance game. Like everybody rags on the mini series, and me too. Like to a certain extent, I think they're fine puzzle games, but Mario vs. Donkey Kong, the original Game Boy Advance game, is a sequel to Donkey Kong 94. A lot of people don't really know that. It plays just like this, where it's like it's a puzzle platformer in the sense that you're trying to figure out how to navigate the level to get out of the exit. And this looks really crazy in 3D, mind you. like the original game is 2D sprites. Like this is so crazy to look at. I'm excited for this.
Me too.
I have one complaint. They're selling it for $50.
$50? Okay, I was wondering about the price tag on this one.
It's $50. It is getting a physical copy.
Okay, all right.
So good stuff. But the original game has a decent amount of content. I just don't know. They have to add a couple more levels, and then I would guarantee the $50 price tag. The 2-player local co-op is new. That's really cool. This could be a game Katrina and I could play together, so I'm really excited to play this. But yeah, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I'm excited, dude. This is the Mario vs. Donkey Kong I love. I'm really glad they chose this one to remake. It's one of my favorite GBA games.
Yeah, me too. I was really concerned for a moment there, because a lot of people are like, oh, they only remember it from like the more recent ones.
It scares the ever-living hell out of me when people tell me that. Ooh, Prince of Persia.
You got Prince of Persia.
So this game, once I was told this is the same team who made Rayman Origins and Legends, you sold me. Like that's all you had to tell me. This is gonna be 2D. This is gonna be a 2D masterpiece.
Sword and bow techniques.
Hey, Metroidvania in the Prince of Persia series, that's the most wild thing I've ever heard.
As your journey progresses,
and I'm in.
Honestly,
also,
yeah. Go ahead.
Apparently, Nintendo fans are the ones that are like wanting this the most. I guess like PlayStation fans and Xbox fans are like disregarding the game, but
really?
Like,
okay.
I think it's just because Nintendo fans love Metroidvanias. And this looks like a Metroidvania in the style of like Metroid Dread.
It really does look like Metroid Dread, especially with those boss fights. You think they got a lot of inspiration for that?
I might give Ubisoft $60 that day.
Yeah, like honestly,
that's kind of crazy.
This is like part of their comeback.
I didn't think it was gonna happen. It looks good.
It looks really good.
Oh,
so
okay.
What do you think about Horizon Chase 2?
Have you played Horizon Chase 1?
I have not, no.
Or sorry, Horizon Chase Turbo?
Oh, is that what it's called actually? I've been hearing it like
it's actually pretty good. I played it at a friend's once. I don't own it. I kind of wish I have a physical copy of it, but it's a really fun arcade racing game. Like I'm talking like in the style of like the Outruns and the Daytona USAs of the world. Like,
oh, okay,
it's really good. I didn't notice that this game was published by Epic, so that's kind of crazy.
Oh wow, okay.
But it's an indie studio in Brazil, and they did this by themselves. It's a really good game.
Wow, okay. You see, I've seen that like all over. I think maybe Game Pass has it. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. I don't know what to think of this game. This is Super Rhythm. What?
Something Castle.
Okay.
Do you?
This is a Konami game.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing this before.
Weird.
Was this previously announced? It was just
yes.
like, yeah, it had a
But
bird.
it was no, it wasn't that game. I know what you're
Was-
talking
oh,
about.
okay, all right.
That was that weird rhythm bird game that was coming out. Headbangers. No.
Banger. Yeah, you know what? You're right. This is
Yeah,
entirely
but it's-
separate.
Yeah,
Speaking of
the rhythm game seems interesting, like a party game. I'd have to see more.
Gotcha. This
I have
is
nothing to say.
this
about
is so
Spy
out of
Cross Family.
left field.
Yeah, like
I love the show,
I know
but like,
of the anime. I know of the anime.
Or an art museum in search of subjects to photograph.
someone made the best point. Out of all, like, instead of playing as the parents who live double lives, you play as the girl who wears her heart on her sleeve, except for the mind reading powers. But
Launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
It's a cozy looking game.
it
though.
does, yeah.
Mario's
Oh, okay.
Adventure
Hold up.
returns.
I got you with the visual aid. I love this game. Super Mario RPG. Super Mario RPG is one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, and to see it getting remade by Square Enix, God, dude, look at how cool it is. Also, I want to point out that you're gonna see it right now. The percentage bar is new. That is not in the original game. So they're new,
Yeah, like right there?
really cool team up attacks.
Mm.
These team up attacks are brand new to this remake. The triple moves.
That's a lot of damage.
They look so sick, dude. Like, look at how cool the visuals are on those.
Yeah.
But it looks like all of the content is here.
Colorful personalities. After clearing the
And there's a specific scene I need you to pause in a minute.
Oh, okay.
I need you to point it out because they really did put that scene in there, and I'm like, what a bunch of teas. It's gonna be like
Oh, is it
right around here.
the
It's
door?
gonna be right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
like the door right there. I saw it too. I was like, that's something else.
Do you know what that is?
I know it's the final secret boss.
Oh, okay.
The
So they're
the
confirming
actual
that it's there.
square soft at the time boss.
Yeah, the actual like Final Fantasy like based boss. So I am so excited to see what that looks like in this remake.
adventure with Mario and friends.
Also, that little snippet of Gino's like music, the maze forest. Oh, good lord, I'm so excited. Like this is like one of my most anticipated games for the Switch right now. It's so good.
Me too.
Okay,
This,
I
oh
got
my
you on this
god.
next one.
Yeah, okay, go.
So, this was out of left field. So this is actually part of the Pyoro like leaks. This is the DS and Wii game that are in the same franchise that are getting remade. First of all, remake's a stretch, homie. This might as well be a new game. Because this does not look like that on this bad boy. I'll tell you what. I thought this was the sequel. I thought this was the Wii game being remastered, and I was like, no way. And then I was like, wait a minute. No, I know this bridge puzzle. I was like, I know this.
That's when it kicked in. You're like, wait,
It's the
that
DS
one.
game. So it's a complete remake from the ground up. This is Trace Memory. As you can see, I actually bought it for $2.99 back in the day.
God.
Yeah. So this is Trace Memory. This is actually a launch window game for the DS.
Oh, really?
And it's a story-driven puzzle game. It's technically puzzles.
Okay.
It's like have you ever heard of the Talos principle?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
It's like that. It's where the story drives itself, but you have to solve puzzles to continue the story. Kind of like Professor Layton, really. Pause it right here. Because that's the most interesting part of this package. So this is why we couldn't predict it, Justin, because we
never got the Wii
never
version.
got another code R. Another code is what it's called in everywhere else in the world, Europe and Japan. Trace Memory is what they called it here. Thanks for the bad name. I like another code better. But this game is really good, and I am really looking forward to playing it again. I haven't played this in years. I'm talking like a long time. I am curious who's doing the remake because the original developer is defunct now. They don't exist.
Oh.
The original developer was Sing, Cing.
Okay.
They are also known for creating the Hotel Dusk series.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so this is essentially a part visual novel, part mystery, like murder mystery, part puzzle, is what this game is.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna tell everybody here right now, if you have never played these games, don't look it up. Go in with a blind like eye. I really love this game. It's really good. It's not like my favorite DS game in the world, but you're gonna love it. And the Wii game, the sequel being in this collection, makes it 100% worth.
Really?
I can also 100% worth, because that was only released in Europe and Japan. We never got it.
I see. Okay. I've never like recalled this like series, or at least the one title from DS. Actually, I probably saw that cover before. That's probably
it. Looks so good. This remake looks amazing. $60, I believe, for the collection. That's worth it.
That seems fair.
That's fair, and there is a physical copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
here we go.
I like this game. This game looks really fun. It's less sexist than Super Princess Peach. It's still a little bit. It's still just a slight
bit. It's got that. I don't even know how to
it's
even
like,
describe
hey,
it.
they base their powers around her fashion. Wow. But that's a 10 times better
this
than
is
like
much softer
emotions.
than emotion.
Also,
emotional.
Someone on Twitter pointed out that Stella looks like Maggie Simpson. And now I can't unsee it.
No, Stella, when I first saw Stella, I immediately recognized her as like one of those little star bits that you get from Yoshi's Island.
Yeah. I do like that there's a new type of characters in this game. It's not just like the normal generic Goombas and whatnot.
You see the chat? It's Sephi. Sephi jumped in and she's like, "Stop with the Maggie Simpson."
It was funny. Also, what's good?
I like Sword Fighter Peach for obvious reasons.
You know, I'm gonna have to agree. I like Nancy Drew Peach. That was pretty cool.
Nancy Drew Peach.
I think this game looks great. Princess Peach Showtime. I'm looking very much forward to it.
It does remind. It's kind of like Luigi's Mansion with a different character, like revolving around them.
Yeah. It's cool. I like the theater motif though. Like I like that it's a stage. It reminds me of Mario 3. Mario 3 is based on a theater. Like.
Sappy's also a day one.
Yes, dude, it looks good. And you know what's crazy? This game comes out 2 days before my birthday.
Bro.
You already know.
That's wild.
Anaya's in love with Kung Fu Peach, by the way. Confirmed.
That's because she's doing the parry bit.
She did the Justin Wong parry. Yeah, this game looks really cool.
Yeah,
it's really creative. Like it definitely looks like it's very original. Like it doesn't actually look like any other Nintendo game. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is one of the big highlights for me in this direct, honestly. Full retail price, $60. That's worth.
I'd like to see. I guess at this point, I'd love to see like some kind of like gameplay demo of it.
Yeah, I kind of want to get my hands on it.
To kind of see like kind of the, I guess the gameplay that they show here kind of shows you the pacing.
Ooh. Okay, so this one's a big deal too. This is not the one I was referring to earlier, but this is a big deal. The Saga series is huge in Japan. Not so much here. But the Saga series has been getting a resurgence with Square Enix re-releasing a lot of the older Saga games. And if you've never played a Saga game at all, they're really unique. They're like Final Fantasy in the sense of like certain like traditions. But what makes them really weird is that like it's like I think there's like permadeath or something like that.
Oh, not permadeath.
Or like the story. It's kind of like stories are different branching and like. I can't explain the Saga game. You have to look up what makes the Saga game because it's kind of crazy.
Okay.
Like it's very, very like ahead of its time when the original games were coming out. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to this. I've never really sat down with a Saga game. I have Romantic Saga 2.
I think Anais
I
played
probably
at
should
least
sit
one
down
of
and
them.
play that. Is he?
I don't know. He's talked about. It may not have been Saga. I think it would have been something else.
But
something-
this is the newest Saga game, which
Yeah,
it's been a
else.
long time coming. It's been a long time coming. The Vita was the last one we got.
Oh,
So,
really? Okay.
this was out of left field.
Yeah.
Um,
This was such a
Big
surprise.
Booba
Actually.
Laura Croft has returned.
Mm,
The best Laura Croft has returned, ladies and gentlemen.
when you're fighting
She's
the
back.
undead, and she's got dualies.
Yep. I do like the remastered visuals. They kind of look really nice. Like, it's still PS1.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, it's still definitely got that PS1 jank, and I'm kind of down to play it. Who's doing it? Aspire?
Yeah. I just saw that.
That's kind of hit or miss. We'll see.
I like.
They're either
I like
really
the toggle.
decent with their remakes and remasters, but they're either like, or some of them are like kind of.
I don't know. They're definitely like paying like homage to like the traditional, in the sense that you just like toggle on and off like the graphics.
Yeah,
So
it does look good though. Yeah, I'm excited for Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3 remastered.
mhm.
I hope it gets a physical copy. I would be so down to pick that up.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, I think Limited Run would do it, considering Aspire is owned by Embracer, and so is Limited Run.
Oh, good insight.
Yep. Limited Run has confirmed they're doing a copy of one of these games in this direct. By the way, I'm gonna let you. I'll let you know when we get there. I'll let you know when we get there.
Gotcha.
Detective Pikachu returns. I should have pulled that out. Huh? I have it right here as my visual aid.
Was it
but, yeah?
Was it only on 3DS?
Yes, it was
Okay.
the original. This is okay. They're confirming this as a sequel, so there's that.
Okay.
I really should sit down and play this finally. Because I have it right here, and I picked it up on a whim just to make sure, because it was like a late 3DS game.
Right.
And yeah, no, I should pick this up. I should play this. It looks cool. I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm like excited.
Yeah, I think it's
I
one
don't know
of
if I'm
those.
like through the roof for it.
Clearly, there's a following behind Detective Pikachu just to get a resurgence.
Well, there was no real ending to it. That's the problem. So they needed to end the story. Holy crap!
You know what doesn't have an ending to it?
My never-ending love for this game. Hell, dude, tell me why I was on the eShop today and I almost downloaded this game.
I mean, how much is it? Like $15?
15.
Oh, wow,
15.
okay. Listen, if they have like the Tears of the Kingdom trailer bit in here, I'm in.
No.
Brr.
Dude, the fact that the game is controlled with motion and the IR sensor.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I was like, somebody found a decent use for it? That's crazy. In my opinion, that's a Switch pickup solely on that. I want to see how that works.
Yeah, honestly, like it's one of the few that like really utilize like all
Also,
the
the 4-player, it just sounds
stuff. It sounds terrible.
amazing.
We should probably do that.
Oh, that would be incredible. I'm hoping this game gets a physical copy in the future. I would be so down. I mean, if it doesn't, screw it. I'll buy it. Like, I want to play it. Trombone Champ is funny. Hey, look, here's your kind of farming, kind of sim game. You're welcome. No, this is the Battle Royale.
No.
But the next one is. The next one is. I apologize. Yeah, well, anyways, look, Trombone Champ is really... I don't know jack about this game, mind you. I just...
Yeah, I think honestly, like they want to really promote just like the open beta so people could try it out.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Tomb Raider looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of down to play it. It's been a long time since I played any of the OG Tomb Raiders, so...
This is true. And I've never really even played it myself. I've only played like the remakes, so it's like, there you go.
War Tales.
Is this
This came out today. There's your farming.
Is Baldur's Gate like 2.5?
This is... This is
what I've
Baldur's
heard.
Gate at home. This is Baldur's Gate at home.
Not the Baldur's Gate at home.
They're like, hey, they're like Nintendo Switch owners want Baldur's Gate 3. No, you already got Baldur's Gate 3. It's right here.
No. Oh, God.
It looks whatever. I'm not really a fan of this. It looks whatever.
Okay.
Mm. Baby! That was out of left field. I am so excited for this. Yo, a Contra game being done by WayForward, who is the creators of Contra 4, you sold me. That's all you had to say. This looks so good. It's Contra in what it's supposed to be, not that road core crap that we had earlier on Switch.
Oh.
And Justin, this is the limited run game.
Oh. God damn.
Limited Run is confirming that they are doing Contra Galuda or Operation Galuda or
I think
something like that.
it's something Galuda.
Yeah.
Gungaga?
Gangaga?
Me? Gone.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, Operation Galuda looks amazing. Contra is back, baby. I'm so down to play through that. It looks so good. Here is the RPG that people should be looking out for. This is actually a bigger deal than some people might think. Because when I heard who was making it, it already looks like it. But once I saw the developer, I was like, oh, this is a good game. I was like, my bad. Sorry for undermining it for a minute.
Yeah, honestly, without even knowing who's behind it, I really like the visuals, especially when you get into the actual like 1v1 scenes. I think they do really good backgrounds on it.
Yeah, this is Vanillaware. And if you don't know who Vanillaware is, they make all their games are considered cult classics, all of them. Not a single one is bad. Dragon's Crown. They've made the recent 13 Sentinels.
That's okay. I can see that.
Yeah,
they do food stuff too. Damn.
They do what? What?
I saw food stuff. I was like,
oh yeah. Atlas and Vanillaware. So this is a big deal. This is actually really cool. And Vanillaware is actually known for promoting their games on PlayStation. But 13 Sentinels, when they ported it to Switch, ended up selling more on Switch. So good for them.
So they're
good for them, dude.
We should probably change teams.
Good for them, dude. I'm glad Vanillaware is getting the bank. You know.
Gotcha.
Ooh, okay. Got you for the visual aid. So I love how they're changing it to the European name, which is really funny, but it makes sense because you didn't call 3 a subname. So everywhere else in the world, it's called Luigi's Mansion 2. In the States, it's called Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Why? That's actually a really dumb name.
Yeah, it's true. It confuses people. That's the problem.
Yep. So changing it back to Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, that's cool. Speaking of which, the game's good. It's technically my least favorite Luigi's Mansion. It's not it's not 1 or 3 good. But it coming back on Switch in HD, I'm more Luigi's Mansion, please, is what I want. Now I understand why they didn't call it anything else. The name is officially Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I understand now. Which is a little disappointing. I know Sephi is going to say the same thing. If she was still in the chat, I think. But Sephi tells me that it's weird that we have 2 and 3, but not 1.
This is true.
So hopefully we still get 1 eventually, but yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, honestly, you were telling me because they made it for the 3DS as well. But it's strange that they are only doing 2/Dark Moon in this case. So it makes me wonder, what are they trying to do with 1?
And good for them to keep the online mode. I mean, nobody plays it, but it's good for them to keep it.
Oh, maybe they'll drop Luigi's Mansion 1.
It would be cool if they can still do local wireless with it, because on 3DS the multiplayer was saved by the fact that you don't need to play online, you can play local wireless. So that was it's cool. I'm excited for Luigi's Mansion. Obviously I'm gonna pick it up, you know.
Yeah.
That's a day one for me. But
I'll-
summer 2024, that's a little bit further than I thought.
This is true. Farther out than like Princess Peach. That was
Yeah.
interesting. You think that the
Well,
one
Princess-
that like is built from the ground up would actually take a little bit more development time, but nah.
Yeah, Princess Peach was actually still hitting technically the winter.
Yeah, technically speaking, like in March, that
Yeah.
time frame of winter.
This is cool. I will make sure to visit this if I ever go to Japan.
Yeah, honestly, like if we do a group thing, this is one of those things.
Yeah,
The Kirby
'Cause I think
Cafe,
this sounds-
just a lot of stuff Nintendo related.
yeah
and
this
this is
sounds
additional one.
amazing.
Yeah,
This sounds really cool. That's all I really have to say. It just sounds cool. I don't know.
yeah, it's promising. I do wish that they had something like in the States for this, but you know, if we
Next, we'd like to share some updates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Upcoming Amiibo
we got Nintendo New York. That was cool.
the Zelda and
We got Nintendo at home.
Amiibos- yeah, we have Nintendo at home right here.
I actually pre-ordered
Duh.
these too.
Amiibo figures of Noah,
Yeah,
But Xenoblade Chronicles
Noah
3 is
and
gone.
Mio?
Chronicles
They were
Oh
gone.
yeah, those are probably gonna be very limited. I'm sure.
It was also surprising too.
And finally,
But baby,
figure to
Hmm?
announce.
my shelf is finally gonna be complete.
That's right.
It
You
is
got
the holy
almost all of them.
prophecy. This is it. This is the last one I need. I have everything else.
Everyone is here for
I will have all of these on my shelf. The promise is complete. I need Sora like so bad. He looks so good.
yeah.
He looks
He
so
looks better than
good.
that pin that you got from Disneyland.
not the video game 2023 day. Oh,
Oh,
my
boy.
god, dude. The monkey's paw, bro. The old Edgar Allan Poe story of the monkey's paw. You got what you wanted.
If you
But
want
it's
F-Zero,
not
you got
in
it.
It's not in the way
Yeah.
you wanted it. F-Zero 99. I have a lot of thoughts about this game so far.
Okay.
I'm actually playing it. It is in front of me.
Oh.
I'm actually playing it. That's why I had the super pad on me.
Ah, gotcha.
And I will say, I'll say this much.
Hmm.
Disregard the fact that this is not what I wanted.
Sure.
This is actually the worst possible outcome for F-Zero in general.
True.
This is literally no. I didn't want F-Zero 99. I wanted a new F-Zero or a remaster of GX or something in 3D.
Mhm.
Having said that, it's really fun.
Damn.
It's really good. And I understand why they did it. It makes sense. It makes sense. I want to point out that this is actually a remake.
And yeah,
It by definition, maybe not reimagining. A reimagining
oh, yeah, okay,
of the original Super Nintendo F-Zero.
Hmm.
Because all of the tracks are from that game. The mechanics, the way the game feels is from that game. You can pause right here real quick.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. It is a one-for-one like stage recreations of F-Zero Super Nintendo, the original F-Zero,
Mhm.
the launch game for your Super Nintendo. And you can only pick the 4 characters, like the
Oh.
4 ships that were originally in that game.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
believe it's Captain Falcon's ship, Blue Falcon, Dr. Stewart, which is the Golden Goose, Pico, which is the green. Don't tell me, hold on, I got it right in front of me. The green machines, please.
The green machines.
Sorry, it's Wild Goose.
Oh okay.
So it's Golden Fox and Wild Goose. I got my names mixed up.
Hmm.
And then Samurai Goro, who's Fire Stingray.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Those are your essential like ships. Having played it like a decent amount right now, it's good. It's actually really fun. I like this game a lot. I'm gonna be playing this a lot on stream. It's really fun.
Gotcha.
I love that they actually implemented 3D F-Zero mechanics. So for instance, the boost in the original game, it was like points. It was like you can use this boost and then you're good.
You got the boost
That's
power.
it. In this game, it's boost power like the 3D games. So
Cool.
it is part of your health bar, which makes much more sense for a battle royale. But also the golden sparks is wild. So if you're behind and you're bumping into your opponents, you get these golden sparks, you can just essentially cheat, and it's just like gliding you through the stage. And I have yet to win a dub. I've gotten in my highest is 28th place, which is pretty good. I'd say. I don't know. This is coming from someone who's never gotten a dub in Tetris 99. I gotten close. I've gotten second place.
Ooh.
Yeah, it hurts my feelings. I'm gonna tell you stuff that actually isn't told on this direct.
Okay.
There's actually Grand Prix you can play.
Really?
But it's every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes. You have to earn tickets to go into the Grand Prix. And the Grand Prix is 5 races in total.
Interesting.
There's also special events. So Grand Prix are every hour. The special events are every 30 minutes. So right now there's 2 special events going on. It alternates. So right now in front of me there's team battle. And it's essentially the highest team, whoever gets the most people to the highest like places win.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then there's mini Grand Prix where it's like 3 races instead of 5.
Mm-hmm.
And during these times, apparently, according to them, these events will change over time.
All right.
Actually, if I go into practice mode, because once you play a stage, you can actually go back to practice mode and literally practice the track before going on to the actual online.
Oh wow, okay.
Not all the stages are here.
Mm-hmm.
I say that they're all pulled from Super Nintendo, but only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stages. There's still 8 more to put on. There's still 8 more tracks to be put on here.
Think they'll be like unlocked later?
Yeah, I mean, they're just the Super Nintendo tracks.
Oh, okay.
So I'm talking like Mute City 2 and 3 are still missing, like stuff like that. But yeah, it's good.
Okay.
I highly recommend whoever owns it, whoever has Nintendo Switch Online, try it out. It's fun. It's really good. There's a lot of unlockable stuff, like a lot of like decals and like color changes and color swaps for your like vehicles, and every car has their own like chart of like achievements essentially to unlock these.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of reason to play it. It's really fun.
Gotcha.
Is it exactly what I wanted? No. I will say the menus are slick, and I actually really love that they're using the comic book art. They're using there was a F-Zero comic book back in the day.
Oh my god.
And they're using that art for the menus. Like you go to workshop and I'm like, that is so cool to see, dude. So you know what? I get it. I understand why F-Zero 99 has to exist. It's just I didn't want it.
That's true. I think this is like a good solution for them just to see where the fan base is at and possibly accrue more like that, while also not trying to step toes over like other competing like racing games. Especially especially their child of question.
Oh my god, Lord Nookington in my Discord right now is my #1 friend on the leaderboard. He literally is popping up on my screen. It literally says your #1 leaderboard from your friends list, and I'm like, what the? Oh hell no!
I will not stand for this.
I'm coming after him.
That's why the leaderboard exists. Yeah.
Yep. It's good though. It's good. I hope that this is a testing ground for F-Zero. I hope that people they can see how many people are actually playing this on the daily.
Yeah.
And really understand that we want a new F-Zero. This is cool. I'm not mad that this exists. I get it. Once I played it, I get it. I just wish it was like a new F-Zero.
I feel that maybe one of these days we will, but it really does depend. You know, oh my god, I don't know if you saw that tweet of just like how happy it is that like F-Zero's got Resurgence back. That's like, oh
yeah, the creator of the director of the original F-Zero was like, because he doesn't work at Nintendo anymore, so he's like, yes, and I'm like, that's cool to see like the OG F-Zero come back. I get it. I will say this: if they start adding tracks from the Game Boy Advance games, and they start adding tracks like the ones that are in this engine,
Mm-hmm.
I think this would be a really top tier F-Zero game. As it stands, it's just a remake of F-Zero like SNES.
Mm.
But like there are other tracks that exist. There's the F-Zero 2 that never came out in America. There's the Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them. We got 2 of them. Japan has a 3rd one.
They snuck in another one. Gotcha.
So F-Zero Climax, yeah. I hope that those tracks get on here because that'd be really cool to see more than just the SNES like tracks.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's good. Good game.
For sure. I understand why they had to kind of go with the classic though. It's where it's
For the 99, I get it.
30 years
Yeah.
after its original
This has
Would
so
not
much
be able to handle
identity to
99
it.
3D models.
as a battle
Yeah.
royale game. This title also supports the Super NES controller.
And this
Yeah.
is I'm talking about, like bringing
I
it
should
back
have put.
again.
I should have brought that up. So, like I said, it is a essential like reimagining of the Super Nintendo games.
Mhm.
You can literally play this game with the Super Pad, and it feels like you're playing F-Zero SNES.
Mhm.
It's really cool. They did a very good job implementing this controller in there.
That's
I
good.
kind of wish, since I don't really care about this game, I kind of wish Nintendo did this more. I kind of wish they implemented these controllers a little bit more often.
Yeah, me too.
You know, like I know that Mario 3D All Stars you can use 64 controllers, you can use GameCube natively,
True.
but you know, like do more, Nintendo. You can do it. I believe in you.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where like they could definitely just implement more than just being on NSO. Although I guess that is a pretty good function, like as it stands.
Mhm.
Enchant your experience even further.
But yeah.
by embarking on
So
hosting festivals
about Riot Games like giving
Like,
like
yeah,
the,
League of Legends.
Riot Games like slipping like the fat check over to Nintendo, like put us in time slot. 2 of our games.
They've been promoting all of the League of Legends games that come out. All the League of Legends story games that are coming out are all coming through Nintendo. It's pretty cool.
Mm. I do like
It's
that they're
interesting.
kind of spanning out to different genres.
Join best friends.
Yeah, they're not all the same genre. That's really cool. This one is the one I'm kind of interested in
The Freljord.
I got
because
like
it's made by Tequila Works, who's done Rhyme. They did that Stadia exclusive that's finally on normal consoles thanks to Stadia being closed.
oh my god.
It's actually the game Anaya wants to play for a project later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. But this one looks cool. It's story driven, you know.
Mm.
Let's move into
Uh-oh. I want you to hear the voice. Hear the voice.
It's certainly different.
It's not the same. It sounds
It's
weird.
kind of jarring.
Yeah.
Even though Wario himself is jarring. Speaking of jarring,
Well, no. This actually has some like actual significance. So that form like thing, like cements what this is. It's called WarioWare Move It, but in Japan it has a different name. It is WarioWare Super Smooth Moves.
super
So this
smooth
is-
moves.
So this is a sequel
Sequel to Smooth Moves. I remember.
to Smooth Moves, which is considered the best WarioWare game. So the fact that we're getting a like legitimate sequel where we have to mess around with the Joy-Cons again, that's what I wanted. That should have been what they originally had given me.
Instead of getting together.
Yeah, this one also uses the IR function. So
Oh, you know,
Look at
I,
that Mario
that was the first time
Look at
I
that
saw the
Mario
Mario reference.
look at that Mario 3. No, in the original trailer, there's a Super Mario 64 DS micro game.
Oh, you know, I can see that.
So wild. I'm really excited for Move It. I think it looks fun. I'm a big WarioWare fan, so I love all of those games for the most part.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and Smooth Moves is my favorite one. So, or it's at least top 3. So this is definitely going to be played at parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Udian Chronicles, 100 Heroes.
Finally getting to see it.
Finally, finally getting a release date. This is the Suikoden successor, which is kind of crazy because Suikoden 1 and 2 is also coming to Switch. But that's a Konami thing, you know. This is the original creator doing a new game.
That's cool.
And I love that it's HD 2D, but not in the same like Square Enix style. Like this is it looks so detailed for HD 2D. I love this art style. I don't know too much about the game, so other than like those little details, it looks good though, and I kind of want to play it.
Yeah, me too. I also wanted to play like the predecessor, or I guess the game prior to this.
The 2D prequel,
the 2D prequel,
side scroller. Yeah.
Participate in some pixel.
But I'm excited for that. That sounds good. This was out of left field. Eastward getting DLC.
And it's like it's just a farming simulator, kinda.
Yeah.
So it seems.
Kind of, but Eastward I heard is really good. I want to pick it up. I haven't picked it up yet.
I have my physical copy, but I haven't really like dived in on that one.
It's apparently very fun for Earthbound fans, and I'm an Earthbound fan, so you know.
If you're new to Eastward, don't worry.
And I could be.
You can access the DLC even if you
It's all, they're both on NSO. Nothing stopping
True,
you.
that's true.
Ventures onto Nintendo Switch
The
this holiday.
Mother 1 and Mother 2 are on there. You can do it. I believe in you.
I could.
Back into the
But where's Mother
games.
3? Nintendo.
this sequel to Wargroove. Charge across
Wargroove 2. Hey, you remember Wargroove when that was
Yeah.
a big deal when it was coming
I
out?
wanted to play because that was the closest thing to Advance Wars I'd ever get.
Yeah. And you know what? I heard it was good.
Yeah.
I never got to play it either, but I heard it was really good.
I gotta return back to it. I do have the physical copy now, so it's like,
It's actually hard to find a physical copy of that game now. Got really hard to find. I'm trying to find one, and it's oof. So I'm excited for this. This looks good.
Wargroove 2 marches onto Nintendo
You know,
Switch
good on Chucklefish for greenlighting
Yeah.
a sequel to this game. They didn't need one.
Pre-orders.
Yeah,
Technically, theoretically, it has the level editor and stuff. It really did not need one.
yeah.
But good.
Nah, they
I
want to
don't
carry
know
through
this
with it. Yeah, this is interesting. I kind of like this, that art style right there. Also, this one too.
Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver. I've seen a lot of people stream it. I think that's what's going on. But like, they usually go into the shop scene, and I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of numbers going on. It's kind of like, it's just like micromanaging on that front while you go out, and it's kind of like Moonlighter actually. So it seems.
It looks visually interesting. I just don't know if the gameplay is for me. I don't know.
I think they have a demo, right? They like mentioned.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I'll try it out. Oh, here we go. Okay, I have some things to say about this because they threw me out of left field.
Okay.
First of all, decent track choice. I know that Sephi's really likes this track.
How dare you?
It's not a bad track. It's actually one of the better Wii tracks, right? You can pause right here real quick because I'm getting the characters right now.
Gotcha.
But Wii Daisy Circuit's a good choice. It's fine. It's just when you're trying to pick between all the Mario Karts and you got 8 tracks left. I don't think Daisy Circuit would have been my personal choice. That's a me thing. It's my opinion. I understand that. But it is a good track. I'm not gonna be mad. It's a good one. I like it.
All right.
I predict there is another Wii track that's gonna be on here. And it'll be the closer for the DLC. It'll be Wii's Rainbow Road.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah. It's the one that got onto Mario Tour or Mario Kart Tour. So yeah.
That's fair.
Characters though. You can start playing the characters. I have some things to say.
Okay.
So, if you turn on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe right now, there's only 2 character slots.
Only 2.
We got 4.
We just got 4. Oh. Does that mean it's just gonna like, or is it like going to like overlay with others and they can swap them?
I think they're hiding 4 more characters, but they're not telling us.
Oh my god.
Because you can pause it right here now. Because think about it this way. Look at the roster of characters we just got. Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline. Those all are all like Donkey Kong staple characters. And then they got Peachhead.
You got Peach.
So I feel like a character like Nabbit could be coming next to match Peachhead. Because he is in Mario Kart Tour.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There are definitely characters in Mario Kart Tour that should be in here, and I feel like because the way they expanded it was by 6 people, right? Like they opened up another like line.
Yeah.
So where would those 2 characters go? It would still be an uneven menu. They'd have to add
Another one.
4 more characters. I feel like they're hiding something. Maybe, you know what this is? It probably makes up for the lack of characters in the first 3 waves.
Hmm.
Because if you count it, it should be 2 characters per wave.
That's true.
So that makes sense if they do it that way.
Okay.
That'd be really cool. I just don't know who else would be in there because I got the characters I wanted. I got Diddy and I got Funky and I got Pauline. I don't really care about Peach Head, but hey, I got the characters I wanted. I don't care who else gets in.
Hmm.
I will say Nabbit would be kind of funny, and I would totally throw Nabbit into my main lineup.
I think I'd vote for Paper Mario in there.
That would be so wild.
That'd be the wildest thing.
I'm assuming it's whoever's in Mario Kart Tour because the closest thing to Paper Mario would be getting Super Nintendo Mario.
Hmm.
Because he's flat, so he looks funny when he turns and stuff. Like,
yeah. Either that or like maybe some guest Nintendo characters. Honestly, like bring Kirby, please. Like legitimate Kirby.
But I do want to point out that they're hiding the new stage. They didn't talk about a new stage.
Yeah.
You know how they always tease the new stage and then show us the retro?
Right.
Interesting.
But this time they decided to go with an older one. So
what is the new stage?
They're cooking with something. They want like a grand finale one as well.
Man, can you believe it's already come to an end? It's been 2 years now.
It's been 2 years, bro. It's like me waking up to like during the beginning of the pandemic, like, and it's today.
It's been 2 years. We've had
That's
3
so
waves,
wild.
year 1, and this is the second year. It's gonna end.
Oh my god!
Wow, dude.
And
we've been doing those Mario Kart streams for 2 years. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
But then, like, what could we? Well, I guess that's a discussion around that time as to what will happen afterward.
That's a whole nother like can of worms to open. Like
Mario Kart 8 Ultimate.
Hey yo.
Or just call it Mario Kart. Just like turn it sideways. Mario Kart Infinite. It's an idea, but I don't want Nintendo to do that. Just come up with Mario Kart 8. Like
I like that idea. I like that idea.
Because
that's a good one.
Because Infinite means that there will be infinitely no chances that F-Zero will ever be able to like take a spot. And I want F-Zero to like find a slot, and then Mario Kart 9 can take over.
You leave F-Zero 99 out of this, okay? It is trying its best to hold up the franchise right now.
As far as I can see, that could be a good niche for it. But also would be great if it was like a full-fledged game.
You know what I don't like? He said F-Zero's back, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Like,
liar.
It's like,
that was cap, and you know it. How dare you?
Smiling through your teeth. I feel it.
Really had the balls to say F-Zero's back, and I'm like, slow down. I will say this coming out in the holidays, so this is still got some time to cook. Typically, we got the last pack in October last year, so don't think it's gonna make October this time. To be fair, I wouldn't want to release Mario Kart DLC in the same month as Mario Wonder. Yeah. This was
you know, I gotta give props to like the devs, because they really came out with a game that like for just one good year didn't really have that much traction, but all of a sudden it did get traction. And now look at them.
Pandemic, yep.
Now look at them.
I do want to say this is actually really unfortunate timing for this trailer. This is right after the Unity thing.
That's true.
And this is built on Unity, so it's like, ooh.
Oh, so all of a sudden that install base is going to like hamper them quite a bit.
That's why I was like, this is a really bad timing. But I like that scene where you just kind of flies out on accident.
Yeah, it's a full-fledged animated like sequence of stuff. It's like, wow, who would have thought?
The new map looks cool. I haven't played Among Us in a long time.
Yeah, me too.
I have it on Switch. I can probably
I actually have it on mobile.
I do too. I do have it on mobile as well, but I've been playing. I like the Switch version because it's in front of me.
Sure, yeah.
And it technically supports local wireless, so you can make your own rooms. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
So that means that Among Us can live on without online, which is really cool.
Thanks for sticking with us this far. Next up, we'd like to recap some of the
Oh, we're getting close to the end here.
Yes. This is the final one, right?
I actually appreciate what they do here. I feel like they've done it before.
I
but
want you to know. Oh yeah, the sizzle reel of Nintendo First Party.
and the
This
timeline
is a
which
good
they
sizzle
release.
Yes. So Pikmin 1 and 2, I have that pre-ordered ready to go. Mario Wonder, I have pre-ordered ready to go. I'm excited. WarioWare looks great. Mario RPG looks fantastic. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe looks good.
More Pokemon.
Part 2, the Indigo Disc. Yeah.
Another
Another
code.
code, man. I can't believe.
Marvel vs. Donkey Kong, Princess Peach,
This is Beach Showtime.
and then
And then
Splatoon 2,
Splatoon 3 expansion. Yep.
and then Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
So pause real quick right here. I want to say that I think they did that to make sure we know as a consumer that Nintendo's still supporting the Switch.
That's fair.
Due to all the Switch 2 like rumors,
talks.
or the Super Nintendo Switch is what we call it.
Yeah. In this household, it's the Super Nintendo Switch.
It's the Super Nintendo Switch, which is I hope they keep that name because that'd be sick as hell.
Mhm.
But I feel like this is to make sure that we understand that there are games still going to be released. The Switch is entering year 8.
Year 8.
Let me make sure I count that.
Back in 2017.
19 to 2023. 2020 to 21, 4, 21 to 22, 5, 22 to 23, 6, 23 to 24, 7. Yes.
Oh.
We're entering year 8. We are entering year 8.
Mm.
Remember, the year 8 starts in March for them.
Yes.
So we are entering year 8 of the Switch soon, which that is already longer than most console lives.
Yeah, dude. And they've been able to do it because of how successful it is.
Yep, the Switch has been very successful, and I have something else to talk about the Switch's like future after this next trailer. But
Okay.
I will say that I like the lineup. I know that a lot of people are upset because a lot of people are calling it mid today on Twitter and whatnot, and I just want to say I thought this is a really interesting direct. It's not the best direct in the world, mind you. God no, not by a long shot. But the games on display, the first party Nintendo games that they're showing, the third party support that's still coming strong, varied, it's interesting, it's classic, it's modern, like it's all these things in between. And it just means that Switch, it's that the same old thing that the beginning of the Switch's life. Nintendo Switch has games.
Nintendo Switch has games. Look how far it's gone from like having 2017 Breath of the Wild. And like a month later, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
It was like 2 months later.
It was 2 months later.
But theoretically,
yeah.
Technically, because it was at the end of April. So like, what was it? Breath of the Wild was March 3rd. You had to wait all of March and then all of April to the very end of April, like literally the weekend before it turned into May, to get Mario Kart 8. It was about almost 2 months worth of wait.
It was a long wait. There was a lot of like smaller indie titles like just kind of like pushing themselves in. And you know what? I appreciate that too, but
actually really enjoyed the indie title part because I was playing, not only was I playing Breath of the Wild at that time, but I was playing Fast RMX. I was playing Shovel Knight Treasure Trove because that the Plague Knight DLC had just come out. No, Spectre of Torment just came out. Spectre of Torment just came out, so I was playing that. Arcade Archive started throwing the Neo Geo games, so I was playing Metal Slug 3, King of Fighters 98. That was always cool. Blaster Master Zero, baby.
That's my introduction during that time period.
So I appreciate that time frame where we didn't have big Nintendo games because I could just play the smaller indie games and enjoy the Switch for what it was. But let's get this last trailer. I got some thoughts.
Me too.
I want you to know.
Okay.
As soon as I heard the first notes in the song, I screamed, and I was in my break room.
I saw the book and I knew it.
I've
seen that opening so many times.
I'm sorry, Justin. I'm gonna use my one F-bomb. I fucking screamed. Like, I could not believe it. That was out of left field. I didn't think they were gonna do it.
Right. Especially since like their feelings towards like going like Paper Mario games going forward. But I guess this technically could work.
It looks so good. It looks so good. The music is completely rearranged and orchestrated. It sounds beautiful. The visuals are crazy good. I will say I have one complaint, but I'll save it for the end. I'm so glad this is happening, dude. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is like my favorite Paper Mario game of all time. Yeah. It's like a top 3. It's actually my 3rd favorite GameCube game. It's right under Wind Waker and Metroid Prime.
That's also there.
But like, I love this game, dude.
It's so good.
I love this game. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe so many new people are going to be going to experience this game for the first time, because it's magical. Like, it's such a good game, and I love the creativity. I love the wackiness, the charm that this game always has. I'm really excited to play this again. I was telling Sephi, I had plans to replay this like early next year, beginning late this year, and I'm gonna just wait for this version now.
Oh wow, I mean, that's fair too.
Yeah, I'm gonna just wait now. I don't know what else to say, dude. It is amazing. Also, yeah, Nintendo's definitely choosing GameCube games to remaster and port and remake a lot.
And that's smart. I'm all for it.
I'm all for it. That's why we're not getting GameCube on NSO right there, because they can do things like this.
Yeah, just a bit of polish here and there, and all of a sudden, like, it's a brand new game with a lot of nostalgia, but potential for the newer audience.
I'm excited, dude. Paper Mario Thousand-Year Door, man. Oh my god. Holy crap, dude. I need it. Mm-hmm. I need it bad. You can go. It's the end, right? Well, I was gonna say pause.
Oh yeah. So that's pretty much it.
That was the direct. That's how they ended it.
That's how I think would end it. Yeah.
Personally, it's a 9 out of 10. But that is because I love the games that were on display. I personally was like, man, these are games I would have never seen coming. Like, and as a Nintendo fan who's experienced a lot of these, I can't wait to replay them again on my favorite Nintendo console now, essentially. Mm-hmm. And I actually have figured it out, Justin. Mm-hmm. I figured it out. The Nintendo Switch is my favorite console of all time because it's home to most of, if not like at least a good 80% of my favorite games of all time. Because of how many remakes, remasters, ports, re-releases, all of these crazy ways that they have been putting these games on here. I don't need to hook up almost any of my Nintendo consoles over. Like, it's just my Switch. All the Wii U games I love, for the most part, you know, I'm looking at you, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. Like, all the Wii U games I love, they're on here. The 3DS is finally getting those ports, like Luigi's Mansion 2, that it deserves. All of my favorite NES games are on here already. My favorite Nintendo first party NES games. Let me be very clear about that. Mm-hmm. But even then, Mega Man, that's on here. Castlevania, that's on here.
Castlevania.
Like Contra, like, you're getting some of these rare NES games. Crystalis, like, I love that game, and it's on here. My favorite 64 games through the N64 online app. My favorite Super Nintendo, my favorite Game Boy, my favorite Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS games getting remade left and right, Wii games and GameCube games getting remade. Brand new favorites like Luigi's Mansion 3 and Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. And it is, I get it. I understand the Switch, dude. It is everything Nintendo has done in one package, essentially. And it's the one and only place for Nintendo games. And that is what draws me so close to it so much. Mm-hmm. I figured it out. After getting Paper Mario, there it is. That game solidified it. I also think if the Super Nintendo Switch doesn't have backwards compatibility, dude, then what's the point of all these games? You know what I mean?
That's true. They've built so much on just this one console. This console's been emphasized as the unifying, like this is the end product from all these years of experimenting with different consoles, concepts. All the ideas just like are put together, and you know, I think it just kind of speaks for itself with the very long years it's had just running. Just a really quick thought, because we're not trying to speak a eulogy here, but I love the Switch.
Yes.
The Switch is like my favorite because it is just accessible. It runs everything like all the Nintendo games pretty well, and that's all I needed for, because I'm not really one for like high demanding games either.
No,
but yeah, like it does everything for me. Like Nintendo is like definitely well ingrained into my childhood. It's always been charming like since like I was a kid. And all the other platforms are great, but I definitely was just like the Nintendo kid growing up, and that just always just kind of like stayed there since then. But
everyone knows me as like my friend group calls me Mr. Nintendo, but yes,
Mr. Nintendo.
They get it. But like they know, like this is the things I live for. These franchises, like another code. Are you serious? Like that blew my mind, because I was like, wait a minute. I know this series. Why did I never think about this series ever coming back? That's so cool. That's so big. It's like when we got Famicom Detective Club. I was like, what do you mean we're getting these what do you mean they're like giving us these visual novels we never got? That's crazy. Yeah, it's my favorite Nintendo. It's my favorite console of all time for that reason. And but at the same time, tell me something. I don't know if you noticed this, Justin, but how many of those Nintendo games on display here? Don't count Mario Wonder. Oh, let's count Mario Wonder.
Okay,
fine.
All right.
How many of those, and not include DLC? Do not include the DLC stuff.
Okay.
So no Pokemon and no Splatoon.
All right.
How many first-party Nintendo games here were actually original games?
What do you mean by that?
Like they are new entries in their respective franchises.
Almost every single one of them, except for the obvious ones who are not getting revisions.
3.
Just 3.
Only 3 games here.
List them. Hold on.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Okay, that's 1.
WarioWare Move It.
Oh, right. You're saying this direct. Okay. I was gonna say, like, in the entire timeline.
No, not in the entire Switch's library.
I was like, whoa.
I'm trying to get to a point that actually ties into the direct.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Mario
Brothers
WarioWare Move It.
WarioWare Move It, and Princess Peach Showtime.
Princess Peach, which is kind of weird because it's in the Mario universe.
But it's its own game. It's its own thing.
Yeah,
it's original and it's new. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Everything else that was first party in this direct was all remakes and remasters. Pikmin 1 and 2 physical copy.
True.
Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Right.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. What was the other one that was big? F-Zero being a reimagining of,
Yeah.
These are the kind of Luigi's Mansion 2. These are the kind of games you expect to see at the end of a console's life cycle. So it's getting really close.
Yeah.
I feel like today's direct really solidified that, we're not going to have the Switch for much longer. I think it'll be supported because, Luigi's Mansion and whenever Paper Mario comes out, because that's just 2024.
It's true.
I think those are going to be very, very late Switch games.
That's
Nintendo tends to support their previous consoles when the new one's out, for sure. Up until a certain point. So if the next Switch is backwards compatible, good.
That's good.
This is a good thing. We'll get these games no matter what or where I play it. But just keep that in mind. I think this was definitely the last Nintendo Direct that's going to be purely focused on just the Switch. It really did solidify that.
Yeah. It is interesting when you look at the like the timeline on like Nintendo's part. Well, actually, all the different like consoles, some of them like did like backwards compatible. Well, actually, I think a fair amount of them like started supporting like backwards compatibility like early on. So backwards compatibility was always like a thing on the table. So I think yeah, we shouldn't have any issues, but like it would be devastating if they really just like cut the line from there. And it's just like, whatever's on Nintendo Switch, like that's it. We still have the online like eShop, but other than that, then like the console does not have a game being released going forward, which is gonna be inevitability. It's gonna be scary when that happens. But the idea of being able to just kind of play them as normally as you would like on this hypothetical Switch 2 is like the best closure that we could possibly have.
It's like, why did they wait this long to put Game Boy games, right? Like,
That's true, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we're getting close to the end of its life, and you can tell by the games we're getting.
Yeah, but I will say though, I think I'm not sure how like Virtual Console was being able to be adapted into like its respective consoles at the time, but I think the live service thing allows it to be transferred, possibly transfer easily over to another console. Should that ever happen?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that was done for the reason to just backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Those apps will work out the gate, which is a big deal.
That's very important, and that might be just ultimately like it's one of the reasons why they like phased out of the Virtual Consoles like setup.
So that's really the big takeaway here is like I think the director's good.
Yeah.
But we're definitely getting near the end.
And they're just making sure that like people know that they're not dead in the water yet with the Switch.
Yeah. That's good though. That's good. Yeah. I love my Switch. So I'm going to keep playing it,
Right.
There's so many games I haven't played and it's Nintendo's biggest library of like quality games in a long, long time. So yes.
Yeah, I think like when like the dates get closer, we'll finally like start to really solidify and like hypothesize what that Switch 2 should ideally be, like our wish list for that. Because I really think about that, I'm like so torn because obviously the Switch is like so good to a point where like even they admit like we're scared to move on from the Switch.
It's true. It's true. I will admit that, at this point, I do want a console with better like horsepower, I guess.
Sure.
Like, I'm not mad at the power the Switch can do. Nintendo themselves can do good with it. But, we are getting to the point where games are starting to chug a little bit.
Yeah.
I see you, Tears of the Kingdom.
Games are becoming way more ambitious.
So, I get it.
Yeah. But, yeah. Was there anything else you wanted to add to it, Phil, before we jumped into...
No, that was it. I just think it's a good direct, and people should stop hating on it so much.
Damn. Yeah, people were...
It's not that they're hating.
Like, well, yeah.
They're just mid. Like, everyone's saying
everyone's mid about it.
I saw... My funniest comment was I saw mid-tendo, and I was like, that's
mid-tendo.
But, nah, it was good. Y'all just need to stop... This is the problem with having the majority of Nintendo like players on Switch now is like y'all need to understand that there are other franchises out there than just Zelda and Mario and F-Zero. There are so many other types of games out there. Please touch grass and go play other games. Like
take your Switch with you. I swear.
Yeah,
you can do that. It's like the commercial.
Like, come on, Advance Wars is sitting right there. Come on. But yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty. Well, I know that we were at it for a while, but it looks like we got something else here.
Oh, we do. We got time for that. That's a shorter
it's a bit of a shorter thing, and I think we'll go through a lot of the topics pretty fast until we get to the end.
That's probably the one that gets the most talk. I have some things to say, a couple other ones, but yeah, that's the big one. Yeah.
So guys, this is the state of play. We're gonna be jumping into this one. We're gonna talk about it as well. And I'll just go and start playing. 3, 2, 1, go. And then ad pops up. And I'm like, oh.
Don't mind me. I'm also playing F-Zero on the side. I apologize.
How could you? Mr. Nintendo.
Look, I asked for F-Zero. I got F-Zero. I'm gonna play F-Zero. All right.
That's fair. So the state of play opened up. I'm gonna tell you, this is a great opening to the state of play. It was so dumb.
Jesus Christ, that is the most random game to open up with, mind you.
It is.
It looks funny. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks funny, and I might play it one day. But like, baby steps.
Baby steps.
You're gonna open the show with baby steps.
I think it was just to like. It was just to like put our expectations a little bit low.
Kinda.
And
It's
both,
also really
like,
funny
yeah.
that the lady in the direct or in this state of play was like, "This is the kind of creativity we're looking for," and I'm like, "You are?"
You are.
I was like, "Then, lady, I got some news for you. I can do better than that." And I'm not even a developer.
Ugh.
It does look fun though. Like, I will admit, it does kind of look fun.
Mm-hmm.
I can trash talk it for its concept all I want, but it does kind of look interesting.
I like what they're doing here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is the solution for this bit, but the fact that he's doing it, and you get this full-on like cutscene here.
Oh god, we went from 99 players to 76, mind you.
Hey, Mike. No,
Oh wow!
That's sad.
And just
Let's
like that
take
quick
a
moment,
break
huh?
from my run.
Everybody blew up.
Road's out.
Yeah, road's out, but no worries. Grapple points.
Grapple point.
We talk about the grapple. Oh, the grapple.
Grapple it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just grapple with a grappling hook.
Oh yeah, I'll just grapple that fucker with my grappling hook.
Yeah,
I love how he
grapple.
just like
Oh,
straight
just
up
grapple that
curses about it.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, Salada.
That
And then
part's so funny.
And then Spider-Man's away, and we're just like, we can't even do that.
All right.
We don't have a grapple, and we can't use our legs or arms.
I don't know where my.
Yeah, the grapple.
Bad.
I'll just grapple the.
Oh god, I'm on the last lap. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up.
You gotta manage your energy.
I'm not using boost. If I can end in 20th place, I'll take it. Oh god, oh god.
Bennett
Oh, I blew
Foddy.
up.
That's so funny.
I blew up.
Hi, I'm Sean Benson. Here at PlayStation, our team is always on the lookout for creative, inspiring, and original
What a-
games to bring to
what a
PlayStation
line to say
players
after
around the
that.
world. We are constantly canvassing game development
It
studios
was just
as
so
we search
funny.
for the next exciting idea. And as you just saw, Baby Steps is a great example of the innovative spirit that we're looking
The
for.
innovative
In
spirit.
today's state of play, we've got a wide variety of games to share with you.
I'll
My
hook
hope
line.
is that
I'll hook
these
shot the
demonstrate
thing.
the diversity of experiences coming to PlayStation consoles and PSVR.
Just
2.
use the grapple hook.
On that note,
Right.
I'm very excited
Grapple
to welcome
hook.
PlayStation
Yeah.
to Roblox.
Yeah.
This
infinite
was
variety
like
of
they
3D
just kind of like
immersive
dropped
experiences
Roblox
is
and be like,
moving
all right,
to PS4
all right.
on October 10th. Roblox features full
Roblox,
cross-platform
ooh.
support.
There's definitely an audience for
6
it.
million daily active
Just
users
not
I'm
for
not
us.
on
Just not
mobile and
us.
other platforms. We can't wait for you to explore millions of experiences.
I'm definitely
together
not the
and
audience.
to see what you
Don't
create.
force that upon me.
All right, let's dive in. Starting with a look at 2 great games coming to PlayStation VR 2.
Because they do have to support PSVR.
Okay, I kind of like the Ghostbusters game, but that's coming from me as a Ghostbusters fan. I should probably mention that.
Yeah.
I like what's going on. I like the music motifs. It feels like Ghostbusters, but I know that the game is probably not amazing. But I don't know. Maybe it is good. I could. Maybe I'm wrong.
You know they should do like PSVR with Armor Core. That'd be so wild. But imagine yourself being in the cockpit as you're like trying to fight your way against like a really, really hard boss.
Dude, are you on track, Justin? That sounds scary.
That sounds like you'd literally get so motion sick. But it could work.
But it could happen.
You will actually be in the robot, Shinji.
Oh yeah, and these guys.
Oh my
mini-buffs,
God.
they're gonna be a real pain in the-
Get in the robot, Shinji.
Shinji, crank that soldier boy. Yes, Asuka.
Oh, no. Oh no, not the Soldier Boy reference.
So we got Resident Evil 4 remake. As that's
VR?
that
VR?
yeah, that has been spoken about
No fucking way.
That's cool. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, especially for the opening sequence. And then of course like the chainsaw guys, and then like that one blind dude that is also in here. It's not the only Capcom like announcement here. I've noticed that Capcom really likes to kind of like, well, I mean, Capcom is like third party, so they'll just kind of like go between like different like platforms. But I kind of remember them a lot with like PlayStation for sure.
Especially with their modern releases, right?
Yeah. Winter, Ethan Winters, and Ethan Winters.
Oh yeah.
And then this is where they announced another bit for Resident Evil 4. So it's kind of like the Ada mission, but they're giving it a different name, and it's probably like something slightly different and varied.
Can can you pause it after the Ada mission ends real quick?
Yeah, okay.
I have something to ask about that
Okay.
because it was been brought to my attention a little bit before I jumped in the stream, and I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh,
what do you mean?"
Interesting. Okay. After this is over.
I'm Lewis.
Yes.
Fetch me the amber.
Oh, that's right, Wesker.
Or are you just trying to use me again?
Wesker.
That was crazy.
Someone.
That was crazy to know Wesker was in the game. I was like, "What the?"
Yeah, yeah, he does kind of have an appearance. Just at the very end of it, though.
It's what I researched for all these years.
Yeah, but
And I see the symptoms already showing in your
But the
eyes.
idea of being able to play Wesker. But I think that's in the Mercenaries. Oh, do you want to pause the Mercenaries a bit? Because that is part of here.
you can pause right there. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's pretty soon, actually.
it's come to my attention. And now, granted, I have not played Resident Evil 4 remake.
Mm-hmm.
I want to. I love Resident Evil 4. I thought the Ada Wong content was already in the base game.
There was content like in the middle, like the campaign, but I know that she had like something separate from that as well that you could unlock. I think it was like part of the game.
I'm being told that this is the DLC is the Ada Wong content that was originally in the original Resident Evil 4, but expanded on.
So okay, that kind of changes things. So it's
essentially the essential remake. It's the RE4 remake of the like already expansion for the original game.
Yeah.
Why was that not in the base game? Did they really keep that out as for DLC purposes?
I guess so. Like
that.
It's like you feel like it's low key kind of grimy. It's like
a little bit.
I feel that
a little bit scummy. That being said, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It just
kind of irks you weirdly because you were there at the time. You knew that like all this content. This was like during like a part of like history where games didn't have DLC or any like patches. It's just like all was there, so they had to kind of squeeze it in. But now they have free reign to kind of decide how much they want to give it to you, how much they want to work on it, which is like it's kind of like double-edged sword on that front. Like it hits like, or at least it's much more impactful as far as the player's experience, but at the same time it's not the full package. I get that.
It's a little weird. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little weird.
Same thing with Mercenaries, right?
Mercenaries was also in the original game, so that's kind of weird, but
yeah, they were just working on it.
But at the very least, Mercenaries is a free update.
Yeah, that's true.
The Ada Wong, as far as I'm concerned, is
probably
not
given like how it's a brand new name to it too. Yeah. Interesting though. Yeah, I didn't even consider that.
So I don't know. It's a little grindy. It's cool, but it's a cool announcement. But I was definitely like the whole time I was watching, I was like, is this not the Ada Wong stuff? Like, is this not in the base game? Am I missing something?
Okay.
I was just under the assumption,
Same here. For a second before we saw a character, I thought this was Monster Hunter. I was about to freak out.
I am
Oh my God.
not me.
But no,
No,
it's
this
Avatar.
is even better. This is Avatar.
How dare you? Boom.
I was abducted
I am curious about it though. I'm curious about it.
in their ways.
Do you want to really know what I think about it? It looks like a Ubisoft first-person
Kept
shooter.
me from my world.
It's funny you say that.
Wait.
It looks like a normal Ubisoft first-person shooter with some Avatar things.
Yeah, kind of looks like another existing franchise that they've done before.
I didn't want to go that far, but I'm glad you said it. I was gonna say the same thing, but I didn't want to offend everyone.
You didn't want to just go into the Far Cry, like
Yeah.
the low-hanging fruit
You know,
Far Cry.
It could be running on the same engine. It could be. You know, games are known to use same engines. I get it.
Sure. And then there's others that have used Unity, you know?
Oh no. Not Unity.
I think you're gonna see a lot of people like shift over to Unreal or just try to do in-house.
Now Pandora is under
Yeah.
attack again.
But I am curious about the exploration like for this game. Because it looks like it's pretty like open world
I will
for it.
not allow the RDA to destroy this land.
You get to like improve on your character.
This
I think it's
is my
purely your
home.
character and like what they're able to wield. And it's like a mix between like kind of like I guess tribal weapons versus like, you know, whatever is like in the encampments here. I feel bad for that guy. He gets yeeted out.
I am not thee, and I will
But I am
protect
curious because
Pandora.
I mean they obviously show the gameplay, but I kind of want to see like a segment, some kind of demo of it. But that's coming out like in December, early December.
Mm-hmm.
We need him, Connor.
What was this one? I
We
forget.
need him stronger.
Oh, it's
Ghost Runner.
Ghost
let's
Runner
go.
2.
Okay, this is a really good one. I actually love Ghost Runner 1. It's a really good. I wouldn't say boomer shooter because it's not technically a shooter. It's very much a one-hit kills everything. You
Gotcha.
just got to be careful how you move and dodge.
Ah,
It's really good. I'm actually excited that it's getting a sequel. So, good on them. Ghost Runner 2 is actually really hype for me.
October as well. Demos
Yeah,
available
there's
today.
Unfortunately, I'm not playing that on October. There's so many other games.
There's so many. I get you.
I just can't. I can't fathom the idea of having to play another one.
Yeah, these days is the backlog. There's a lot of good games out there now, and it just never stops. It's both a blessing and a curse. Can you imagine you're like your kid, and they're like, I don't know what to play, and you're like, you already know. You literally open the door to that very room, and they see all the games, and they just look to you and say, which one should I play? And you're like, oh boy. And proceed to guide them toward the Nintendo Switch section.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they have a new lineup of PlayStation 5 ones, which that's cool. If
Colors
you-
are cool. That blue kind of looks a little too purple.
yeah, I did see that. But hey, if those are like interchangeable plates and the controllers as well, then that'd be cool. Helldiver 2.
Okay, so Helldivers 2 is actually a really cool release. I said this when they announced it, because everybody was kind of like glancing over it, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Helldivers is a really good game. It was originally released on PS3, Vita, and PS4, and it was all crossplay with each other, and it's a really fun game. This is the first time they're doing it as a behind-the-shoulder third-person action game.
Oh really? Okay. So
Yes,
previously
the
was
original was top-down.
oh, okay, gotcha.
And it's a really fun game. Like it's essentially the same thing what happens here, right? It's wave after wave of enemies. You just gotta, you're a team. You just gotta, do the objective.
Right, okay.
I am looking forward to playing this. I don't know if you have any interest in playing this.
If I mean, it looks like if there's any possible split screen, I'd love to try that out first.
The original had it. I don't know if this is gonna.
Yeah,
have it.
well, yeah, we'll see then.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be really cool. But I also can see the mindset of just like having it just like kind of just online.
Yeah.
I will say it looks really good.
It looks fun. They didn't really show it off well, but it looks fun.
Yeah, I like the visuals just like look kind of sharp and clean, colorful, kind of like the battle. Like what was it? What was it? Star Wars Battlefront 2. Like I always like praise that for like the visuals there too. And this one's kind of like.
I will point out so that nobody like gives it too much of a slack. It is a indie game, at the end of the day. It is an indie company, even though PlayStation Studios is the one, you know, like publishing it. It is not a big PlayStation Studio game. We all need to remind ourselves.
I would say that's still very impressive.
Okay, should we do something?
Yeah.
Should we strategize?
It looks good. I'm really looking forward to Helldivers.
I forget what the release. I guess we'll get the release date soon, but
yes, it's February.
Cool.
Early February.
Good job, guys.
I think that'd be like a cool little project we could work on.
After each successful mission, players are rewarded for their efforts, allowing them to upgrade their ship, weapons, armor, and stratagems, giving them the edge in the many battles to come. I hope you enjoyed seeing a glimpse of just one of the many missions and planets the game has to offer.
Oh yeah, there are different planets too, so different. Oh, I like that one. I like the colored planet. I never, well, actually, it's slightly different, but I was just thinking about Lost Planet when they got into the snow area. Like, I should probably jump back into that game. Oh, but here it is. Say less, say less, say less. I'm glad that they did this little showcase. Because after a while, like, I was feeling like, well, obviously Spider-Man 2 is like super anticipated, but I kind of want to see a little bit more. Something that's like maybe just a barrage of stuff that's brand new. And I think I got all of that with this one.
Here we go, baby. You really didn't need to show this here, because I know the game's gonna be good. But
sure, yeah. I think seeing that like additional map expansion, I was like, ooh, let's go.
Yeah, I'm hyped. This is like, it's up there like as my like most anticipated PS5 game. I mean, for me it was Final Fantasy 16 and then this, so I'm back to back. Hell yeah.
It just has like this situation where like it obviously knows how successful the original game was, and now they have this opportunity to just refine everything, kind of like Breath of the Wild, so Tears of the Kingdom. So now they're just like kicking it into overdrive. The fact that you could swap between like the characters like it seamlessly like that. I think the last time I've done like character swapping was in this kind of like scenario would probably be like GTA 5, and obviously older game took longer to load in, but this is a lot more seamless. And it seems like you can really get from place to place even faster, whether it be like fast travel or just getting there.
Somebody compared the how fast it was to like a cartridge game, like back in the day. And I was like, that's kind of crazy to think about. It took us years to get there, but we finally got rid of loading screens. Fine, like, you know,
yeah,
for the most part.
I'm looking forward to seeing like how seamless that is.
The spider heroes have new AR tech in the lenses of their masks.
I also like in this game now, instead of just like things randomly happening, and then just collectibles just kind of being like tucked away here and there, either to be discovered like when you unlock like certain parts of the map, they're just kind of like out there, and you just have to just look, and they're a little bit more noticeable. In this case, AR stuff, or just like some oddities that you wouldn't otherwise see, like bots just kind of swarming a building, holograms here and there. So I do like that.
More rewards and unlocks our brand new fast travel system. As you can see here, the PlayStation 5 and its
That
SSD
see that like that was
very
fast.
little downtime. Finally, the more city you explore and the more activities you complete, the more ways you'll be able to customize your spider hero. This includes mastering additional combat abilities and
I can't wait to see what other combat abilities there are. Because people got like really creative with it with the base game to a point where I couldn't really kind of keep up with that. But now they're just gonna amp it up even more so. And then of course add more costumes. Lots of costumes.
As you should. The costumes are great in both Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
Yeah.
On behalf of Insomniac Games, we couldn't be more excited about what this expanded city has to offer and all the new ways you'll experience Marvel's New York. We look forward to seeing you swinging around in Marvel Spider-Man 2 when it launches October 20th, only on PlayStation 5.
October 20th. I can't wait to do the Miles Kamehameha.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm ready. So for my streams, I'm playing Mario Wonder that day, and Spider-Man 2 is gonna be my personal game. Like, I'm not gonna stream it.
That's fair.
That's gonna be a game for me.
Do you have any plans
Since
on like doing like, I guess like with Mario Wonder, I know this is PlayStation, but like any like cooperative stuff with Mario Wonder live stream?
Maybe.
I mean, the first extent is just to play as Ghost, but if you had someone like locally right there, that'd be cool too.
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. Because I don't know if I'm gonna 100%. Actually, Mario Wonder is a game I'm 100% on stream for sure.
Yeah. That's fair. Oh, but real quick though, this is so crazy. I remember when like they were first showcasing like how they were changing engines for like the Tales series, and then the demo came out, and I tried the demo and I was sold, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do like a Tales series run, and that's how it all started. I still have not played this game since then. It's been like it's gonna be like 2 years.
I think what's crazy is it took this long to make DLC.
Like, were they really cooking with that? Because like I guess they would have to, considering how long it's been. I mean, I guess it's gonna be like much larger of an expansion than you would like imagine initially.
It's gotta have to be.
Yeah. Look, my prediction was true.
Oh my god! I hate that you got that right, mind you.
It's the only platform that supports them aside from mobile stuff. But yeah, I get you though.
I understand, but man, it didn't have to be.
I think my thing is that like I'd probably be down for it if I was just there day one for like whether it be Star Rail here or just Genshin Impact. But too many things have like caught up as far as like the backlog, so a lot of the free to play games I just kind of have to not touch unless it's Pokemon Sleep. I can play that.
Justin, I want you to know that never mind. I got too cocky.
Oh, okay.
I was in first place.
Is this Splatoon on PlayStation?
Oh my god, don't you dare. Because it is.
Yeah. But like what was interesting was like the reports of people who actually tried it out.
Is that they said it was game of show.
It was actually pretty good, apparently.
So, I mean, hey, look. PlayStation doesn't have its own style of Splatoon,
That's true.
Let them have it.
That's true.
Maybe the game won't do as bad as I think it's going to do.
Yeah.
Defeat the star player to win.
So, it looks fine. It looks fine.
Yeah, it looks fine.
I don't know if I like the game modes per se.
Yeah.
But it looks okay.
8 unique characters hit the stage.
I think I had a favorite name in here. It's gonna show up very soon.
Is it the bunny one?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, the barista.
I like that one. It was the bunny one, right? Oh, penguin. Sorry,
penguin.
That one's pretty funny.
We'll see you at the Foam Stars Open Beta Party.
That's kind of soonish.
We've been having a blast with Foam Stars, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on it. The open beta kicks off later this month. Before we wrap up, Square Enix has one more update for us today.
Yeah, it was shorter.
They're hard at work on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the ambitious follow-up
What?
to the critically acclaimed.
Yeah,
Final
it was
Fantasy
shorter,
VII remake.
and like a lot of that energy and time just kind of got sunken into Final Fantasy for me personally.
Oh yeah, me too. There really wasn't much for me other than like the Adawan DLC is cool, but like why at first? And then I understand that it is the Adawan content, and then I was like, a little scummy, but you know, I get it.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome.
And then Final Fantasy definitely. Oh my
You're
god.
just like,
dude.
what was that about Resident Evil? I think they just know how to like make a trailer at this point that mixes in gameplay and everything like that, because they get your attention because it's like a bit of nostalgia hit with beautiful visuals, and just they just know how to like work the camera there. And then they like show in like a lot of like cool like cutscenes here and there, but it's all placed out of order, so you don't really know exactly what's happening.
Think you can find him?
But for those who actually have played OG Final Fantasy VII, they kind of know.
Yeah,
But they're also surprised too, yeah.
Definitely some crazy things going on in there. I must say.
Bro, the segue. The segue.
Yeah.
I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering.
It looks so... I don't have any other word except for premium. This game is so premium. And I was thinking that like remake was really, really good. And you know, it is really, really good. But this is like another step beyond. These synergy attacks are really cool. It's a fever dream for me to see like these cool combinations happen. Kate Sid is shown for gameplay.
Kate Sid, baby. There's another character teased as well, and I'm really excited.
Oh, then when I hear the theme in the back, I was like, bro.
There's another character tease that I'm pretty sure is going to be playable, and I'm really excited to see it. The golden saucer, Chocobo Racing!
8-bit Cloud! Well, not 8-bit, but Blocky Cloud.
All of the mini games from the golden Chocobo. That's amazing.
And then Zack, who we really don't know what's going on with Zack. And then this guy, who we don't even know who this is. Dude, this is just like, this is the organization.
Creatures set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
I think the best part for me is that I don't really know everything about Final Fantasy VII. I haven't played the OG yet. I kind of want to, but it's also like a lot of this is so unknown to me, and they're going to try to incorporate everything with a little bit of divergence here and there.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Is this the actual first time we're seeing like the release date for it too?
Yes.
February, dude.
That is a lot closer than I thought. Granted, it was only delayed out of winter 2023. It wasn't going to be a long delay. So, good. This is what we need.
There's also a twin pack. Jeez.
So, do you know about the twin pack right now?
No.
So, right now, if you go on the store, it's digital only, mind you, but if you go on the store and you buy the twin pack,
okay,
it is only $69.99 right now.
Oh.
Therefore, you're getting both games for the price of one right now.
That's crazy.
When Rebirth comes out, it'll bump up to 100. So they're trying to get an early bird deal.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, you're buying Rebirth and getting a remake for free.
True. Okay, I see what they're doing.
Yeah,
it makes sense too. That is really sick, but that's a lot of storage.
Yeah, it's like 200 gigs or something like that.
Jesus.
You might as well just buy a PS5 specifically for Final Fantasy games.
Question, Phil, what you have physical Final Fantasy VII remake? Is it the PlayStation?
Integrate?
Or integrate.
I have them both.
Oh, you got both. Okay.
I bought originally on PS4, and then I ended up getting the integrate version on PS5.
I think this is probably during the era where I was like kind of going towards like digital as well. I think that's how I got remake in the first place, and then eventually I was able to pick up like PlayStation 5's Intergrade, so that worked out for me. And actually, like a couple hours ago, I did do a pre-order for like the deluxe edition, so that's gonna include like that steel bookcase. They got the art book there, the main CD sound. It's got a lot, and then of course they got like the 19 inches of Sephiroth on the collector's thing.
Ayo, I heard you can remove the sword.
Really? I thought it was just the wings.
Oh, the wings. Sorry, it's the wings I meant. This is true. This is a good 19 inches.
It's a good 19 inches. I don't know. I imagine seeing like Anaya rock that out with his new set.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
I think that's the only thing that they had announced, right?
PlayStation 5 on February 29th.
Yes.
And that's all for State of Play. Thanks
so what was your question then?
We'll see you next time.
Oh no, that was kind of it. Like asking you
when
about,
it comes to which version, like what was it?
Yeah, I just wanted to know like which one you had, because I remember that you had the PlayStation 4 one, but I didn't know if you had the 5 one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I have the 5 one.
Okay, cool. Because it is cool that I could like go back and pick that up and make them all match up.
I started it, so I kind of want to finish it on PS5 again. You know,
it's true. I kind of wanted to go back and really discover like the materia stuff that you could really like work with.
I'm having fun watching it or playing it in 60 frames. Is why I want to play it again.
Yeah. Also, that loading time's also very nice too. It's so surprising the first time you do it. You like load in, and then it's like 1, 2. Oh, you're here. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're buffering for the buffer. Yeah, no. There's not really much I guess I could say about this one. For some reason, like that extra like 20 minutes like for the direct like does it, because there was multiple like situations like during the direct where it was like that's it for this one, but it always feel like that's like them wrapping up, but it's like on to the next one. But this is like definitely a fair like smaller, like I wouldn't say smaller number of titles in comparison. But yeah, just like what they showed, you can actually like list them off on like just on hand. Obviously, one of the bigger things was like, as far as PSVR 2 coverage was definitely like Resident Evil, and that was the perfect opportunity.
Ghostbusters.
And Ghostbusters, yeah.
Come on now. How dare you?
My fault. My feelings still remain the same.
I tried.
I guess I would have had to have been there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was very whatever, the state of play.
Yeah.
I guess it's just personal taste stuff. I don't know.
I get you. I think I just kind of like the opening segment just not being like that serious. And then they like kind of moved it forward. Although the Roblox sneak was kind of like, I see what you did there, but...
Gross. But that's fine.
And then they like showed a little bit Avatar. That is interesting, but now I don't know what I'm looking for that one. But it is like pretty cool looking. And then we saw like a little bit of Ghost Runner, which actually does look really sick. And then Helldivers does look pretty sick, like in and of itself as well. And then I think following up with that is Spider-Man, which is always a treat to see. And they definitely went in on just like showcasing what's possibly one of the last things of like coverage that they'll do before the release. So I'm glad they finally did that. And then they showed actually, you know, Tales of Arise DLC was kind of not like on the checklist for sure, but that is interesting. They did just like pass their like second anniversary, so that's nice.
It's cool. I don't know. I haven't even really finished Tales of Arise. Yeah. I know Mark is all over that, but
yeah, and like I just need to like work through all the other games I have before I really want to jump into that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Hoyoverse, you know what it is. And then Foam Stars, you kind of know what it is. And then Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy saved that state of play so bad.
I think, like, okay, so going back to, like, the Direct, I think I would rate that... I wasn't really using, like, numbers for that one. I just kind of, like, ranked it, like, a B.
Like, good or bad?
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
With the Direct, I ranked it...
If we're doing ranks like that, I would give it an A, personally.
with the direct, I think I was totally cool with just a B, but then Paper Mario bumped it up to the A immediately. And then I think it's kind of similar to like State of Play. I think what I saw was cool. I'd give it a 7. Bumps up to like an 8 with Rebirth.
State of Play is a C for me.
Gotcha.
If we're going off about that.
Just like,
and that's solely because Rebirth is great, but it can't save the whole thing. It can't carry the whole thing.
That's true. Oh, real quick, I think I've been getting a lot of battery indicators from like my headset. Can I still hear you, Phil?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. I think it's just giving me like indicators about that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to kind of like go over with that, like the State of Play. Obviously, the Nintendo Direct I feel is like the stronger of the two. I think there's, it might be like the quality of the games themselves versus like how they're presented, because they're kind of like the same. There's usually like a person like representing and kind of giving you like some background information. But I feel like with Nintendo Direct, they just had like a lot more titles, and even though it was still like within like a longer span of time, they were able to like just push out so many. And that's kind of what they wanted to do in the first place, because of the fact of there's the question of like the Switch's lifespan. PlayStation 5's early on, so I guess they don't really need to worry about that. And they also have like a different mindset about like what games they want like to be presented here too, and what other companies that are working under them are doing for them as well. But Switch, that was a really good one. I kind of wish I could have done like the blind reaction, but I was also happy just to have this opportunity to kind of like speak with you like one-to-one about like what just transpired and like what our feelings were about each title that showed up. I think especially with the Direct specifically, it was just like, and like everything was calculated. That's what it was. Like, not only was it really good, but it was also calculated because of like the circumstances.
It was very good.
And then PlayStation's just doing what they gotta do. I think I'd love to see. Maybe I am like a shill when it comes to like the first party. Like that's what does it for me.
It definitely is what does it for me. You know what I mean? Like, but
I guess like when you all like own like a console or two, then you want to like decide which one to really put a lot of your focus towards.
Yeah.
And first party does have to like put it in there, unless you're like the exception like Xbox and you're just like you're Mr. Value. Then I get that.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I 100% understand that. It's just I've always been a Nintendo collector, so that's probably.
That's true. It's also like where you're coming from.
I've always said that if I have to get rid of all my games, I would get rid of everything other than my Nintendo games.
And then like Nintendo games would have to be like, I get that. But yeah, Phil, I think that's pretty much everything. I think we're good to like wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, it's been
fun times. Dude. Fun times.
It's been like a really good talk. I'm glad that we were able to like take some time to like just kind of like take everything that we've like seen today and really just put our thoughts up front. And I think this is like shaping up to be a pretty bit. Well, I mean, we've kind of always known it's going to be a busy winter.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be playing so many games. It's not even funny.
Yeah, but we'll also wrap up on the stream as well here. So, guys, I appreciate everyone for tuning in on this one. I'll be working on like getting this out here on like YouTube, finding some like important clips to get there. But for everyone else, appreciate everyone for tuning in. And I hope to see everybody in the next one. Take care of yourselves until then, everybody. #bye, everyone.